Morning, morning, it's Friday, Good Friday. The Easter long weekend is here. Makes very little difference to me, to be honest. So, I didn't do a vlog Wednesday, I didn't do a vlog yesterday, so I'm here now, making up for it. So let's rewind a little bit. So Wednesday was a work day, and we were down at Vanessa's, down at the Great Green Barn, and For Earth's Sake, and I was doing some filming. My job was to photograph and film various things. So there's an area called the Dell on Vanessa's property, which is a small woodland by the river. And they use that area for outdoor events with seating and a small stage. And there is a company called, I think they're called the Man in the Moon, and they're a theatre production company that works with young people. And they use the area to do productions in the summer. So it's kind of an extension of the Great Green Barn. So an outdoor facility, if you like. So my job was to photograph the area in the spring light and take a little bit of footage. And we also wanted to do some reels like we did for Earth's Sake for the Great Green Barn, with Vanessa talking about the construction and the journey that they've been on, but in a brief way. You know, we do have plans to do a longer form video, sort of documentary, involving some of the people that worked on the Great Green Barn at a later date. So yeah, that was Wednesday. It was a very long day, and we were both on our feet because Paul was working in the shop doing stuff for them, and I was buzzing around doing bits of photography and filming. I also took some photographs of the Heritage Orchard, which is behind the shop. And what else did I do? Great Green Barn, the Dell, the Heritage Orchard, the solar panels. I think that was it. So yeah, we got up early, really early, drove down. Traffic wasn't too bad because, of course, a lot of people are now off work and a lot of schools are off for a couple of weeks. I think they go back next week. So it was quieter than usual, which is always good. Certainly on the motorway like the M25, which is usually busy. The M25, for those of you who don't know, all our motorways start with the letter M, denoting motorway, and they all have numbers. The M25 is the orbital motorway that goes all the way round London, the outskirts, the very outskirts of London. We've got also an orbital road called the North and South Circular, which are A roads. We've also got that a little bit nearer in. That actually sort of is just skirting London and the suburbs. The M25 is a little bit further out. So always very busy. It's a big motorway, lots of junctions, but it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. So we got home, I think, about 7:30 in the evening. So yeah, it was a good day. And actually, it's quite interesting because I don't do very well on my feet all day long, but I'm kind of getting used to it. You know, I'm on my feet a lot more than I ever was in my job. You know, very often when I was working, I was sat at the computer for large chunks of time, much more so than I am now. So it's interesting. And I prefer to be on my feet and on the go. The only downside of it is I do get an achy back. But hey, Poor me, I can go on. So yeah, I don't tend to dwell on things like backache. I don't take pain relief now, unless it's acute. And if I do, I've got the strong stuff in stock. But yeah, I mean, you just get on with it, plenty of movement. Keep on moving is my motto if your back goes. Don't sit down for too long. Don't lie down for too long. Keep it moving if you can. Works for me. So yeah, and yesterday was also a work day because I had to do the processing of the photographs, which took me quite a while, and I'm also putting together a new series of reels for the Great Green Barn, which you will start to see quite soon. So yeah, it's all good. But yeah, I couldn't be bothered. I couldn't be arsed picking up the camera and talking to it because I'd had my fill of being behind the camera as well. So when you're videoing yourself, you're both in front and behind the camera. Bit weird. So yeah, today again is Good Friday, but it's not a day off for us. So we've got work to do today. I'm continuing making the reels, and I think we're going to put together a podcast, an exclusive podcast for our coffee supporters. We're going to be recording that today. And of course, tonight is Friday night, which means I'm live at 6 p.m. British summertime. So yeah, I better get on with my day. I've got a few bits of housework to do. But yeah, that's it for now. I'll see you later. Hi. What day is it? Oh, it's Saturday. Yeah, I'm just doing a bit of housework. In fact, I've just realised that I'm getting quite warm because it was cold earlier and it's still windy. And I was doing quite a lot of editing today, and I thought, Richard, you just need to do some dusting and some vacuuming because it feels as though I've not done any for weeks. It's not true, but that's how it feels. So I've just done a bit of dusting, vacuuming, just having a tidy round. Nothing you've not seen before. So yeah, and it's a beautiful day. Paul's been out at the plot. He's just got back. I think it must be coming up to about 6 o'clock. The sun is streaming in. Yeah, I'm feeling a bit warm. Yeah. Oh, nothing much to report, just busy doing work. And that's okay. But I think the feeling that I've not been dusting and vacuuming every few days is a bit strange because I've been so focused on making sure we've got content to go out, because it's important that we do that. But I'm feeling quite sniffly. I think there's a high pollen count today. I'm accepting the fact that now pollen affects me. Never used to. That's okay. Just have to blow my nose more than I do usually. And it's also accepting the fact that it happens due to temperature change as well in the winter. Ridiculous. How can somebody of 57 develop allergies? Mild allergies, I have to say. I certainly wouldn't need to take an antihistamine. So yeah, just getting on with stuff, tidying round, and I think we'll be eating in the next hour or so. The sun has got to the stage where it's above the houses over there for quite some time, which is just lovely. It really is. So nice to have light. But the light brings the visible dust. So I'm really going to have to do those blinds. That's the next job. I've got a clean duster because I've just trashed the other one. And I had to empty the vacuum cleaner as well. Yeah, that's maybe why I'm a bit sniffly as well. Too much dust around. Hey ho, I'm going to get on with this. I'll see you tomorrow. It's Sunday morning, it's Easter Sunday, and I have an Easter egg from Leonie. It's a Kakoa iconic Easter egg, plant-based, biodegradable, award-winning. Look at that. The packaging alone is just stunning. I love it. Never had a posh Easter egg before. I'm going to open it now. Pulls out. Poor Paul. Let me just put my other glasses on. I can't see close up with these glasses. Can't. There we are. That's better. Oh, I can't wait to see what it looks like. So I guess I need to remove these little bits of sticky tape at the bottom. That's going to take me about half an hour. That's the only thing about, unless oh, that's it, I can get them with a nail. There we are. Ah, there we are. Ooh. How does it open? Does it open from the bottom? Yeah. Ooh, exciting. Oh, I can't get it open. There we are. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, it's all wrapped in paper. Ooh, introducing our iconic Easter egg made with plant milk and packed with epic treats. Oh, egg made with rice and oat milk. Oh, okay. Oh, there's little chocolates inside. Oh. Nice bits of paper. It's wrapped in paper. Ooh. Oh, I like that it's wrapped in paper. That's great. Oh. And it's wrapped in, wow, it's wrapped in like a dark foil. Oh, it's in two halves. Oh. I'm going to have to break. It's in two individually wrapped halves, and there are two lots of chocolates inside, and it's really thick. Look at the thickness of the shell. Oh. Oh. Don't drop it, Richard. The thickness of the shell. Oh, and the little, the chocolates. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, there's so many chocolates. And there's two lots. Oh. And there's a key to what chocolate's what. So which one am I going to eat first? So, dark side. Awesome chocolate brownie egg. What? Jaffa orange, lush milk, mega white and peanut butter egg. I'm spoiled for choice. No. Yes. Which one? Oh, I just don't know. The chocolate brownie egg. Look at that. It's like half an egg. And it's a chocolate brownie. I'm eating it. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's delicious. Well, you know what? I'm not surprised it's award-winning. I mean, just the thickness of that egg is enough in my book to win an award. Oh, gorgeous. I might just have to have another one. Oh, it's got to be the Jaffa orange one. I'm going to have that and then I'll put them away. Oh. Oh. I'm putting it back in its box for the moment because if I don't, I will wade through all of them. Thank you so much. Delicious. Delicious. Yeah. Pace yourself, Richard. Pace yourself. Back in its box. Till a bit later. Put the key back. Don't want to forget what the chocolates are. Not that it matters, because I'll eat them all anyway. I'm the one that eats all the ones that other people don't like. Yes. Lovely. Lovely. I'll see you later. It's Easter Sunday afternoon. Guess what I'm doing? Yeah, I'm having an afternoon nap because it's bloody Easter Sunday and I can. I ain't doing anything else major today. I've got a couple of small things to do, but I don't care. It's time to have a rest. I was awake at 4 this morning, I have to say. I did manage to get back to sleep, but that made me feel even worse. So I'm kind of reaching this point in the day, which is about, I don't know, 3:30, something like that, where I just fancy a little nap. I'm not going to fall into a deep sleep. I'm just closing my eyes and just enjoying actually the quietness of the day. There have been a few people walking down the street. In fact, there goes another. People probably getting together with family for lunches and things like that. But yeah, it's been fairly quiet. There's been no building noise, no project noises going on. Thank goodness. That'll be tomorrow. In fact, I've got a couple of things I should be getting on with, but in terms of the house, but no, can't be asked. I've been busy enough recently. I think I deserve a bit of a rest. Yeah. It's dull. It's grey. Looking very green, though, out there. At this time of year, we're very fortunate because the big birch tree, which is on the street outside of our house, bursts into leaf. Our beautyberry bursts into leaf as well, although that's slower. And through the blinds, all we can see is green, which is lovely. Very fortunate. Let me swing you round. Doesn't involve too much effort. I've turned the brightness down a bit so you can see, but it's just green. It's lovely. Yeah, so that's nice. Still breezy. Still very breezy. But that's okay. It's not feeling too bad temperature-wise. I don't know what temperature it is. I've not looked. Planes are still going over, though. Where is everybody going on Easter Sunday? Where are you going? Why? Just chill out. Yeah. I'll see you later. Morning. It's Easter Monday, Bank Holiday Monday, and it's very dull and quite damp. Paul's just popped to the plot. I'm having difficulty not doing anything today because I sort of thought just take some time off, but I find it quite hard to not do anything unless I'm scrolling, looking at reels, which is fun. But when you've done it for an hour, it's kind of like, I need to do something else, but I don't want to do anything. I want to relax. So I woke up quite early again. I think it was about 5:30, which is not too bad, considering we went to bed at about 10:30. So I think that was quite a good sleep. Yeah, it's funny, holiday time enforced holiday time is weird. Christmas is the same. You sort of lose all sense of what day it is. A bit sniffly again today. Yeah, it's weird. Oh, and the Pope died. The Pope died. Oh, well. So, yeah, I don't know, it feels like a strange day. I think I'm going to go upstairs and do a little bit of music because that's what I tend to do when I have a free day with nothing to do. I may do some cookery later. I don't know. I may do dinner. I don't know. I don't know anything today. Seriously, I don't. But I do hope you're enjoying your bank holiday weekend, your Easter weekend, whatever you're doing. Yeah, I feel a bit sort of in limbo. Yeah. I think I'm still sort of not used to this new way of being yet. I think it's still taking time. I don't feel in the slightest traumatized by anything, but I still find this whole new way of being a little odd. Yeah, but it's okay. Odd is okay. I can do that. So yeah, if I do get up to anything else today, I'll take you along, but I don't think it'll be terribly interesting. I'll see you later. Morning. What day is it? Tuesday. Yeah. The weekend is over. The long weekend is now over and done with. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to be starting work shortly. I've got a few things to do, but I've got a project that I'm going to start. And it's to do with recipes. It's to do with cooking. What I'm going to be doing is compiling a Word document, a database of all of our recipes. This is with a view to doing a few things. So this is a sort of long-term plan or project that I'm starting. So what we're thinking of doing in the future, maybe in autumn, is an event at the Great Green Barn. So we're thinking of hiring it to do a vegetarian and vegan cookery talk and demonstration. I'm not sure how it would work, not sure what it would look like, but that's going to be my job to do that, to put it together. Obviously, as an ex-trainer, I have quite a lot of experience in putting together training manuals. So, it's not my first time at the rodeo. And I'm relatively good at doing that. So there's going to be several strands to this. The information that I'm going to collate, which will, be partially fueled by copy that I've written for our videos, could translate to various things. So it could translate to a course, which I've just mentioned. It could also translate to recipe cards and also to a recipe book. But the key thing is to get the data in one place so I can take from that file what I need to make other things. There's no point in doing it the other way around. It's sensible to get all that data in first into one place. So that's the plan. That's what I'm going to start. I'll be able to copy and paste from, like I say, from copy that I've already written, from notes that I've already made. But yes, that's the plan, to start that process. And then we'll hopefully be able to do it as a downloadable recipe book. For Earth's Sake would like us to do some recipe cards that can sort of relate to products that they sell. So yeah, new project. It's going to take me a while, step by step. And yeah, wish me luck. I have no kind of ETA on this, so I don't know when things will be ready. There may be cookery involved in order to get photographs, depending on the quality of the ones I've got already. So yeah, there we are. So there could well be an upcoming Richard and Paul event. It's not something that we're going to take on the road. We haven't got the money for that. So it will be happening at the Great Green Barn. So yeah, there we are. So I'm going to have my second cup of tea and then start my work. I think it's about 8 o'clock, something like that. I'll see you later. Good morning. Wednesday, and it is horrible weather. It looks like autumn. It really does. Yeah. It's grey, cold, wet, windy, and vile. Yeah, I've been up since about, 6. Paul's gone off to Vanessa's for the day to do a day of work. I'm about to start my day. I've been a little bit lazy. I've been looking at a few videos. I've been scrolling for an hour or so with my tea and my breakfast. But I need to kick my arse into gear now and do some computer work. So I did quite a bit yesterday. I think I mentioned I'm sort of working on this cookery book idea. It's not going to be a conventional cookery book, no, but I'm trying to put together some recipe cards. I've done a little bit of a mock-up of one. So I'm working on that. I'm working on getting the recipes from our YouTube channel. When we've written them up, because we didn't always write them up in the description, using that data to put into the book. It's a big project and I have absolutely no idea whether I'll see it through. Oh, I don't really much. Because it's a big project. I don't even know whether it's worth it. I don't even know whether anybody will want it. Yeah. Plus, we need to come up with some new recipes as well to add to it, to give it a freshness. I know that not everybody has watched all of our cookery videos yet, so I think there's still plenty of traction in what is existing already. But I'd like to do some new ones anyway. I'm really bunged up today. Really bunged up. It must be pollen, because I don't feel as though I've got a cold at all. Feel fine. Just very nasal. So hopefully that will improve because it's a damp day, so that, will bring the pollen down, hopefully. Yeah. So it's going to be a busy day, but first of all, I really need to tidy this room because it's looking a little bit messy. Well, to my eyes, it is. The sofa needs to be straightened, just my usual thing. And then I'm going to have a coffee, and then I'm going to start my work at my desk. and just crack on. Yeah. Yeah. Hey ho. The thought of doing lots of computer work doesn't inspire me anymore, really. Because if you're putting something together like this, it's a lot of gathering of information. It's not particularly creative. It's just an admin job, literally. All the creative, nice bits, like maybe writing about a recipe or writing some of the history of a recipe, things like that, that's creative. Sourcing photographs from my collection for the recipe book, that's creative. But copying and pasting and typing up the steps of a recipe that's not fun. It's just admin work. But hey, I spent most of my life as an administrator. I'm used to it. Yeah. I'm just going to get on. I'm waffling now. I'll see you later. You know, I always feel better when I've had a tidy round, and I think it works in a couple of ways. It starts my body moving for the day, and it makes the room look tidy, which pleases me, and it's a job done, you know. It's one of the things that I do every day. Yeah, I think it's a catalyst. I think that's the word I'm looking for. A catalyst that other things move from, other jobs happen as a result. And I think it's good to have some kind of routine attached to the home, especially when you're spending so much time in the home, like I do. And also it's physical, gets the heart rate going. And ultimately, it provides comfort when one comes down to sit in the lounge to relax. One doesn't have to think about the fact that the cushions haven't been plumped. And I know some people will think I'm a little bit crazy probably, but I do believe in resetting the space. Ready for the next relaxation session. It's just the way I am. I've always been the same. And I guess it stems from my mother, who was a believer in resetting a space and tidying around. And it sort of stems from sort of things like She would always make sure that her ashtray was not left in the lounge, but she wouldn't empty the ashtray into the bin at night, just in case one of them was still alight. But she would always make sure the ashtray was in the kitchen. And then it would be emptied in the morning. I know, disgusting, but I was a smoker. I was a smoker too, for many years. I'm hoping that some of the damage might have been repaired in the, I don't know, 11 or 12 years that I've been given up. I enjoyed smoking, yeah. I think most smokers do, but I don't like the smell of it now. Okay, I think that will do. I'm going to make a coffee. Just an instant coffee. I don't even think we've got any proper coffee. That can go over there for the minute. I need to have a tidy round in here. It's not too bad, but... Right, coffee. Nice instant coffee from Lidl, and that's my coffee cup. It's a Wittard. Why do they make these bloody lids so difficult? So yeah, lovely coffee mug, Wittard After Dark 2006. It did have gold on it, but that has since worn off. I have no idea. The lighting's really bad. These ones were from Wittard. Does it have the year on here? No, it doesn't. These must be 25 years old. I don't know whether we bought them when we were here or at the flat. So I've got left of these, I've got about, I think 4 or 5 of these left, and they're still in really good condition. Admittedly, I did have a few of them put away because a couple broke, as they do. But the glaze is still really intact and good. Internally, they're still really clean. I mean, they're dishwashed, so, you know, that gets mugs really clean. This is also the same range. Lovely. We like big mugs, but I don't like a big coffee. I like a small coffee. And I like this mug because it's just nice to drink out of. Yeah. And of course, we've also got these ones as well, which are the Denby, the big Denby cups. Baroque by Denby. I'd never collect Denby again. I think it's far too expensive, and I'm not into things in that way anymore, you know? I'm just not into it. Now, I like a sugar. One sugar. A flat sugar. With my coffee. And I like the water to be off the boil. I don't like putting boiling water into coffee. I think it should just be off the boil. Lovely. Oh. Right. I'm going to have this. Oh, let me turn that light off. It's awful. Oh, that's better. I'm going to have this. Oh, it looks beautiful out in the garden. So green now. Still haven't done the windows, and I'm glad I didn't, because It's rained so much. I only get dirty again with the rain, but let me show you. You just stir this. Take a sip. Nice and hot, because it's bloody cold. It is. Let me show you the view. So that's the wide angle lens, which compresses everything in the centre. Let me just switch to the normal lens. Look how beautiful that view is. That's what we created. You can just see a tiny amount of houses at the back, but you know, who wants to see other houses when you can look at beautiful greenery? I mean, on a grey day, the green really stands out. I mean, it doesn't come across as vibrant as it is in real life. But you know, I mean, for me, that's beautiful. The building noise a few doors down continues with constant cutting and sawing sounds. How lovely. Sometimes I just stand in the kitchen and just look, watch the light. And I find that on a dull day, the way that the light gently wraps around objects, it can make any pile of objects look different and somehow artistic. That soft light, as opposed to the very hard light of the sun when it comes in. And I'm a fan of grey days as well. I like a grey day just as much as I like a sunny day. It's just as appealing. Right, I need to crack on. I'll see you later.